Okay, today is Thursday, May 5th, 2011, and we are interviewing George Harback
Yeah, that's right.
at the LaSalle, Illinois Veterans Home. And George, you were born on 1/2/26.
That's right.
And my name is Cheryl Walker, and I'll be interviewing you. Mr. Harback, could you state for the record what war and branch of the military you served in?
Served in the United States Navy, World War II.
Okay. And what was your rank?
Seaman second class,
Okay. And where did you serve at?
aboard the USS Alabama battleship.
Okay. And what was your job or assignment?
Deckhand.
Deckhand. Okay. And did you see any combat?
Yes,
Okay. Where did you see combat at?
in the Philippines.
The Philippines. So did you serve in the Philippines?
No, I was aboard ship, so my job was below deck, loading 3 bags of powder behind the shells, and then they bombarded it.
Were there many casualties on your ship?
The only casualties we had completely on my ship was a few of them, and it was in a practice run, 1 6-inch gun of our own shot into another 6-inch gun of our own, and it injured some. I don't know if they died or what. I can't remember anymore.
You can't. Can you tell me about some of the most, or a couple of the most important experiences?
One almost got washed overboard.
What happened?
Was in a typhoon, and we were running down the deck, and the big waves come over that battleship, and zoom.
What was that like?
Scary. Scary, I'll tell you.
Okay. Did you receive any awards or medals or citations?
I can't remember anymore.
You can't. Can you tell us a little bit about staying in touch with your family? Was it difficult?
Not writing to them. They wrote to me and I wrote to them. I even had to transpire some of the action I was in a different language so they wouldn't get rid of it on the ship. So they knew where I was in the Philippine waters or wherever, but they didn't know exactly where I was at. But that's the way I got around it. I just wrote a different way where they couldn't throw it out when they checked my mail.
Okay.
But they had an idea I was somewhere in the Philippines or this or that, or in Japan waters, Japanese waters.
What was the food like on the ship?
Well, I'll tell you, when you're hungry, you are hungry. It doesn't matter what kind of food they give you, but you get used to it. It's just like home food afterwards. But at first, it's hard to get used to it. Like I say, when you're hungry, it feels good.
Did you have plenty of supplies?
Oh, yeah.
Did you feel a lot of pressure or stress when you were in the service?
Well, there was a little thing that happened while I was in service. My brother was in the U.S. Army, and I got a letter that he got killed out over in Germany over there, in Belgium, and that's where he's buried at now. In fact, my oldest son, him and his wife, from 1 year or 2 years married life, they took a trip over there to Belgium. They went to see his grave over there. So he's still buried over there.
So that was a very difficult time
Yeah.
for you.
But I dreamt about it. I dreamt about it that night, that I lost a brother. I don't know why, but I dreamt about it.
Did you have anything that you carried or did for good luck?
Not that I know of.
Okay. How did you entertain yourself when you were on the ship?
Well, they had shows for us once in a while. They had shows, they had boxing matches. One of the Major League Baseball players was on our ship. Rockefeller. Yeah, now here last year, I think, or this year, he died. Rockefeller died. Yeah. In fact, he come to my hometown one time, fits an exhibition game. Yeah. In Streeter or Grand Ridge close by, but he come to pitch.
Did he remember you?
I don't know if he did or not, but I liked him. He was a good ball player.
Did you get any leaves?
Any leaves?
Uh-huh. Like, did you get any vacations when you were on the ship? Did you get to go anywhere?
Oh, we had liberties.
Liberties, okay.
Yeah, we had liberties. Yeah.
Where did you go?
Just ashore. Look up at nice foreign girls.
Did you bring anything home?
Not really.
No? No? Didn't buy anything?
No.
No? Okay. Do you recall any particular humorous events? You told us about the typhoon. That was an unusual event. Was there anything humorous that you and your fellow crewmates?
Not that I can think of right now.
No pranks that you and the other your pals did on the ship?
No. If it was, I forgot about it always.
Okay. What did you think of your officers and your fellow soldier or fellow seamen?
They're very good. Very cooperative.
Okay. Did you keep a personal diary when you
No.
were in the service? Do you recall the day that your service ended?
At one time I did, one time I can't. I know we went into Japanese waters, and I don't know if that was the end of the war or what, but we went right into Japanese waters there with our battleship, and that was heavily mined. Them waters were heavily mined.
Okay. What did you do the days and weeks after you got out of the service? Do you remember?
I can't remember.
Okay. Did you go back to school after you got out of the service?
No. I hardly had an education. When I got out of grade school, I flunked 2 years in grade school, and I went to high school and never started high school. Went right into service.
Okay. Did you make any close friendships when you were in service? And did you stay in touch with them?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even now, one of the fellas from Wisconsin, he writes me. He asks me how I'm doing and this and that,
So you're still in touch with them?
At Christmas time, usually,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And did you join a veterans organization?
No.
Okay. What career did you choose after your service time? What did you do after you got out of the service?
I was mostly a meter reader for about 28 years.
Okay.
So,
Where was that at?
in the city of Streeter,
Okay.
water meter reader.
Oh.
That's why I got fingers like that. in the snow and ice, crooked.
Did your military experience influence your thinking about war or military in general?
Well, I look at the war today, and it looks like there'll never be an end to war, to me. It looks like somebody's going to start war with somebody. And I hate to see it, but you think one war ends all wars. It doesn't.
How do you think your service and experience in the military affected your life?
It taught me how to depend on myself. Put my clothes away, this and that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it teaches you something, I tell you.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
Not really. I wish my brother was back there with me, but no.
How old was your brother?
He was about 3 years older than me. And I must have been about 21, so he's probably 23 or 24.
Did you join the service at the same time?
No.
No?
My birthday was on January 2nd, and that particular year, January 2nd was on Sunday. January 1st was on Saturday. No, wait, well, first was on Saturday. Whatever it was, I signed up December 30th because I was afraid there was going to be a draft dodger the way my birthday fell. So that's where I signed up. And in December 30th or so I signed, and in January I was up at Great Lakes already, and can't swim till today. That's why they put me on a battleship. I said couldn't swim, they put us on battleships or aircraft carriers. Thank God I'm still here alive. But there's many times, like I told you, I wish I'd have been, they would have took my life away instead of my brother's, but that isn't the way things goes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How long had he been in the service?
How long was he in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he had to be in like 2-3 years, probably.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's buried in the Belgium cemetery over there.
Have you ever been over there?
No, but my oldest boy was.
Mm-hmm.
My oldest boy was when a year or two after he got married, him and his wife took a trip over there and then went to his grave over there in Belgium.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What was your brother's name?
Robert.
Robert. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what unit was he in?
I don't know.
You don't remember? No.
He was in his troops anyway, that's all I know. But I was on a ship and I dreamt about him getting killed. It's funny how that happened. It's funny how I dreamt about him getting killed.
So how long have you been here at the Veterans?
Since January 19th, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So just recently?
yeah. I'll tell you what, next to home, this is the best place to be.
Great,
Yeah.
great. I think. Okay, George, I want to hear all about the mushroom cloud.
Oh. We was in Japanese waters, and this was far off in the distance, this big cloud in the sky. And we didn't know what it was, but somebody told us, that's the mushroom cloud. And they had a bomb. And I just wonder, now, so many years later, maybe 67 years later, if that ain't affected my lungs now because it could affect people, later on in life. I never know.
And was that the atom bomb, was that Hiroshima?
Yeah, that's what it was. Of course, it was far off. Somebody said it was about 50 miles away from us, but we still could see it in the sky.
So, and where were you when that went off?
In the Japanese waters.
Japanese waters.
Yeah.
On the Alabama.
On the Alabama, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And me, like a dummy, instead of standing below the ship, you got to see everything, You're nosy.
Mm-hmm.
So, who knows, like 50, 70 years later, if it didn't affect my lungs, So, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
That atom bomb did a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what did you think when you saw that?
Just thought of an ordinary cloud. That's a big cloud, white cloud like that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I see that you were able to take an honor flight.
Yeah, I didn't want to go. But my kids said, Dad, you're going. And I went from Streeter to I think Dubuque, Iowa, or somewhere where it's at. And I went over there. And I seen the graves, white graves over there. And tears started coming down my eyes. But I was hoping, I wish maybe it could have been me,
But George, be thankful.
I am thankful. The Lord has put me on this earth for 85 years. I'm not at the best of health now, but I'm very thankful. And I got a very good family of kids. They look after Dad, which means a lot down here.
What was it like when you took that honor flight?
I was kind of scared going over there. We got on a plane, I think it was 130 of us on the airplane there. We went over there to where is it, Iowa City? Somewhere, there's no Iowa City or somewhere. Yeah. It was quite made tears come out of your eyes. Because some of them graves could have been your own comrades, Yeah.
Was that the first time you've been on a plane?
Big plane like that, yeah. I've been on smaller planes around the city there, but I remember one flight I went on, I was up in the air and I got sick. I got sick in this thing, but this one here, I didn't get sick at all.
Thank you for sharing.
I appreciate it very much. Want a piece of candy?
No, thank you.
And there's my beautiful wife over there. Second row, first picture. The redhead. She would tell me anytime, get out of our yard. Get out of our yard. And here I met her. She was a wonderful girl.